Alrighty. Hey guys. So, I'm trying something new, doing some Facebook living. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to see you because I'm doing this from uh, StreamYard. But I wanted to say hello because I'm coming to you guys. I've decided to come and do a Facebook Live every Tuesday. And I usually post this thing called Tuesday, Tuesday. And I've just decided that instead of doing that in a writing, I should talk about it. So hopefully you're seeing me in live time. I believe you should be seeing me in live time um, on all my platform, on Facebook, on my profile, as well as my page. I'm trying to figure it out, the techie skills. I'm not sure if I'll be able to see you in live time or not, but welcome. It's Tuesday. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year. I'm going to go back and look at this. I may not be able to see comments in lifetime, but feel free to comment inside. I have decided that I need to um, be just a bit more active with my lives because there's a lot going on, right? There's a lot going on in the world. There's a lot going on. Um, Oh my goodness, just in every facet. Say hi. I may not be able to see your comments, but I would love for you to be commenting inside and, all the things. But there's a lot going on. And I'm doing a variety of things. And I want to make sure that you guys are included in this. And so I said, the only way that I can really make this effective, honestly, is if I show up here on a more weekly basis without just doing posts. So I'm on IG Live. I'm doing an IG Live every Monday. Oh, I see a comment. That means somebody. Okay, Bashiri, my love. Oh, baby, how are you? I hope you and your family is doing really well. I haven't talked to you in a really long time. Bashiri, are you doing music still? We need to have a conversation. But I'm going to do these regular lives just because I have a lot going on, and I really want I want you guys to understand in context. It's funny. I've had so many people ask, "Are you doing music anymore? Is that just gone, or what are you doing? I see you're doing this, health and wellness. What does that mean?" And all the things, right? Um, Being an artist is complicated. But Sherry, say something about that. Being an artist is complicated, and as an independent artist with the kind of music that I do, it's just a lot of layers. But I don't want to dig too heavy in that space tonight. I want to talk and I want to play some new music for you. Yay. And I want to be able to explain how you can, be able to get this new music, and there's going to be even more um new music coming in 2022. And I've said that. I know I had somebody say, well, you give this big rah, but then we don't see it. I'm like, oh no. But like I said, there's a lot that goes into this process. It's not like you just go sing a song, you record it, and that's not how it goes. I'm not going to dig way into that, but I have a whole EP of new music done. But I'm in another space in my life right now, professionally, personally, in so many ways, in a really beautiful, amazing space. I'm very actually excited. Um, but that does mean that I have to be much more intentional with how I, do things, period. I have to. And I have these other parts of myself. Yes, I'm an artist, but I'm also a health practitioner. I'm a health coach. I was a former physical therapist. I'm an educator. I don't know, those of you who don't know me, maybe don't know, get inside my life. I've been in higher ed for over 20 years. And I currently am faculty, as well as I manage student personal and professional development in the College of Health Sciences at a university here in Chicago. And so that's really what I do a lot of right now. And since really since early 2019, late 2018 is when I decided that to get back into that for a variety of reasons. But I love the work, but I'm still an artist. And releasing music nowadays is just different. It's just different. So, but I do have new music, and there are going to be ways for you to hear it. And tonight, I'm not going to stand here too long because there's a program that I have to watch this evening. Um, my family, Dr. Karen Johnson, she's going to be on OWN Network tonight. Eggs, I think it's called Eggs Over Easy. All in the Family, all the superstars. So I want to make sure I catch her tonight. So make sure you guys watch that. Dr. Karen Johnson is my sister-in-law, and she is OBGYN, and she's going to be on OWN Network tonight. And that starts at 8 p.m. Central Time. So I'm going to make this brief so I can watch it. But I'm going to share some new music with you. And I'm going to say some thank yous. So each Tuesday, I'll point out two different things. Hello, Andrea McLean. It's good to see you. Thank you for saying hello. I can see some hellos. I believe I believe I can see it from a personal page. Lord, I'm trying to figure out where I can see it, but I believe that's where I'm seeing it from. So say something. I would love to see, talk to you. You said, how am I? I am great, Andrea. Thank you. I'm amazing. I feel really good. How are you? Share with the people. How are you? And thank you for commenting. I want these Facebook Lives on Tuesday nights to be interactive, and I'm gonna attempt my best to do it. Each Tuesday. I don't have a specific time, but it'll be around this time. So just gotta stay tuned. Lurk by. Eventually, I may create an actual schedule. You said you look beautiful. You're sore and tired from pregnancy. Woo! Yes. I've been pregnant twice myself. Had two babies who are now not babies, almost 19-year-old and a 15-year-old. So take care of yourself. Take care. Precious Jewel, so nice to meet you. It's nice to meet you too. It's nice to meet you too. Thank you for saying that. That's coming from my YouTube. I appreciate that, Precious. So what I'm going to do tonight is let you hear, I have a song called Rest. I'm going to tell you more about that song. I'm going to let you hear it and play it for you. But it is not available for just general consumption, but there is a way that you can listen. And so this is what I have decided to do with my new music, because I have a whole EP. I have a strong 5 songs. Andrea said, thank you for saying something back. Oh, you should feel special, girl. This is what it's all about. Michael Dawson. May your 2022 be full of God's grace. Thank you. It's good to hear from you, stranger. My goodness. But yes, there is new music. And so I have a strong 4 songs that are all mastered. And so I'm going to be doing exclusive listens throughout the year, exclusive listening parties and discussions with my Patreon community. And so, I'm getting ready to play the new song. Don't worry, I'm going to play it. But the other new songs, I'm going to be doing some exclusive listening if you're part of the Patreon. And so if you're like, well, how can I be a part of Patreon? And I'll do some some plays here and there on social media, but that group will get special listening parties. If you go to patreon.com/KenyaMJmusic. And for just $5 a month, you can go as low as $5. There's a $10 marker too, but me doing this listening is going to be with both ranges. So go listen to that. So this is the deal. So I'm going to play a song called Rest. It's a song that I actually recorded. I did this song on my very first EP I wrote it back in 2009. I released it on my very first EP, and it was my first time recording, first time doing this. So I wrote it and I played the keys on it and I did all the things, right? And at that time I was so early, I didn't have band members yet. And so I said, well, I just gonna have to do it on my own, right? And I was able to get a wonderful, amazing producer, Liddell Townsville. You guys know new. He was my very first sound engineer, producer, inspirer, motivator, mentor, all of that. And then he connected me to Maurice Joshua, who got a Grammy for remixing Crazy in Love by Beyonce. Lord, let me not mess up any Beyonce stuff. He's also remixed some Michael Jackson stuff. Just an amazing person here in Chicago based, and love you, Maurice. And so this song Rest was on my very first EP. And I always knew I needed to redo it again so that, once I grow and develop as an artist, I could really make it into something more. So I redid it. And it's now titled Rest, Ode to She. I wrote it at a point where I really realized I need to sit my tail down, but not to go to sleep, but to actually wake up. I needed to get rest. I needed to get still so that I could actually really begin to step into me and step into my purpose and stop being so afraid of this. I also realized that I was, as a woman, this is very common. I believe as females, particularly, I believe women of color, for us to do and start tying our worth to our do, and we're not tying our worth to our be. And so I did a whole virtual event a few weeks ago, right before Christmas, where we really had some discussions on the power of rest and how that's impacting Black women in our healing. And I played the song, and there's a music video with this too. And so this song is not on the streaming outlets yet, but it is available if you pay it forward. And so I'm going to play the song for you tonight, but if you want to be able to hear it, and stream it whenever you want to listen, pay it forward. If you make a donation for as small as $10, then that dollars goes to sponsoring a woman to attend a retreat that I'm facilitating in Costa Rica called the Mind, Body, and Soul Retreat. It's for specifically women of African descent who are at least 40 plus. It's 6 days. It's plant-based. It's focused on body healing. It's focused on spiritual growth and development, focused on relationship rebuilding. It's a really amazing experience. And so it is an investment. And this is my way of creating scholarships and money for women to attend. We are close to being sold out, but I want to save some spots for women who can still listen. So that is why this song is kind of exclusive. We're holding it for that. I am going to play it so you can hear it, but I want you to hear it. And hopefully by you hearing it, you'll want to, you'll want to donate, pay it forward so you have access. And so what happened is if you donate, you'll end up getting this link that will allow you to listen to the song as many times as you want to, however you want to. You also will be able to watch the music video, which is not public right now. So you will be able to watch that as many times as you want. And then you'll also be able to watch the event that we did, the virtual event that we did about talking about rest. So that's all the things with that. And so for my Tuesday, for the two things I want to do, so I'm going to play the song, that's one thing, but I want to say thank you first, because a nice number of people have already made donations. They made donations during the virtual event, and some have made donations before that, afterwards. And so we've raised almost $2,000, honestly. And so I would so appreciate, and I know that women who want to come to this retreat but have a financial either barrier or what have you that's keeping them from necessarily doing that, this would help them. And so I'm going to say out loud the people who have contributed and who have donated, because I cannot say thank you enough. And I want your names to be heard. So those who have made some type of donation at this point are Miriam Bates, Robert Daly, Candace Grayton, Yuri Kurzat, Ted Taliaferro, Sharia Jenkins, Keisha Elliott, Judy Lee, Ms. Lindia Johnson, Stephanie Huron, who's also known as Nealand, Marisha Humphreys, Erica Taylor, Max Myrick, Pat Daly, Irene Wade, Destiny Cathcart, Erica Lagarde, Latanya Thomas, and Trina McGuire Collier. So just thank you. Thank you to all of you who have made contributions so far. And I will try each time we get new donators and so forth, make sure I say, thank you out loud to you and give your name voice, because you are greatly appreciated. So if you are like, okay, how do we, go about and be able to actually, do this, donate the money and get access to this music and this music video, all you gotta do is go to kenyamjmusic.com. Really, really simple. So I'm gonna put that in the comments. I don't think it's gonna land on my personal page, but it's pretty easy, right? kenyamjmusic.com. That's pretty easy. So that'll land hopefully for some of you. You'll see it. All right, so let's play the music. So hopefully we won't have technical crazy. You never know. I don't have my assistant with me right now. I'm doing all this from Kenya's space, and I've never really done all of this. It's so fancy now. Life is just so fancy. But I'm gonna play the song, and feel free, let me know your thoughts. I'm sensitive about my ish. So those of you who've already heard it, you can listen to it again. And if you haven't, hopefully this all plays the way the way that I want it to play. All right. So let's see what we got. All right, this is Rest, Oh to She. Okay, let's push the play. I'm praying you can hear it. If you can't hear it, let me know. Put it in the comments. All right, you can't hear it. That's what I thought. I said, you can't hear it. All right, hold on. We're going to make it so you can hear it. No sound. All right, let's do it this way, guys, so we can make sure we have sound. All right. Hopefully now you will be able to hear it. Let's see here. All right, let's go for it. Let's go. All right, we'll go backward. All right, here we go. We're going to try it again. Let me know if you can hear it now.
Running scared, you're always running scared, and your feet are bruised, your backside aches you too. You turn your head and you walk away, don't wanna feel the pain, just wanna breathe again. Why don't you rest? Come on, rest. Let go and rest. Go ahead and rest. Seasons of change. I'm losing my breath. Gotta stay strong. You need a rest. Close your eyes. Be still to your peace. Open your mind to a divine surprise. You turn your head and you walk away. Don't wanna feel the pain, just wanna breathe again. Look left and look right. let it go. Come on, let it go. Yeah. Seasons of change. Seasons of change. Losing my breath. Stay strong. You need a rest. Need a rest. Need a rest. Seasons of change. Oh, let it go. Rest. You just need a rest. Stay strong, but your mind won't hold on. You need a rest. Seasons of change. The blowing in front of you. Come on and rest. You wanna stay strong, but your mind won't hold on. You need a rest.
All righty. All righty, righty. Uh-oh, don't want to hear that. That's a loud noise in the background. There we go. All right. Well, thank you guys for the comments. Tim, thank you so much, Tim. I appreciate you. Thank you, Precious from YouTube, saying, you go, girl. Thank you. Sounds like my kind of music. Good. I'm glad. I'm glad. So I'd love feedback. You know, it's always putting you in a vulnerable space, sharing. Thank you, Andrea. Bravo. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, so I'm going to be doing more of this kind of sharing. You know, as artists, we have to be creative nowadays. Please understand that I know most of us listen to our music on Spotify and YouTube and Google Play and Apple Music and all the streaming spaces, which is awesome. And we appreciate you. Also understand, though, as an independent artist, we get 0.000 like 5 or 1 of that. So I could get like 10,000 streams of a song and that add up to basically like $1. So it's really just crappy, right? So this is why it's so important to when we as artists offer kind of direct access to things, and you know, whether it be by donation or this is actually not dollars that are going toward me for right now for this song. This is going to support, you know, the retreat participants. But when I release other things, and you know, I want to make sure that I'm able to continue to invest in music, and that's another part of the issue, is that to reinvest in the craft and to, you know, it's very expensive putting all of these things together. And so while I want you to continue to stream and all of those things, because that's a big part of how we listen and consume music right now, opportunities to get music directly is like, that's like huge. So thank you all for the comments. If you're like, oh, I want to hear that again, I want to hear that one more time, then all you got to do is go to kenyamjmusic.com. You'll see how you can access that. By giving a donation as small as $10, you not only get access over and over, you can stream as many times as you want directly from me. The song, you'll also be able to play the music video that goes along with it. And I didn't play the music video tonight, but keep tuning in, because I will be here around this time each Tuesday night. Usually it's probably between 7 and 9 Central Standard Time. So between that 8 and 10 Eastern Standard Time, and between 5 and 7 Pacific Time. And so I have a lot of other things kind of going on. And so if you're wondering, well, you know, you're talking about this retreat. If you are like on that side, where you're like, I need that retreat, I need that. If you go to kenyamjmusic.com again, you'll see that. And then I've started a Facebook group here called the Black Women 40 Plus Thrive Tribe. And that's where I'm doing really the majority of those things that I do toward mind, body, soul, wellness, healing. That's really where I put more of my sister hat and health coach hat and so forth. But I'm going to be doing more and more of just bringing you all of these facets that I do, so that you can, you know, pick and choose and dabble. As I said, I will be here weekly doing lives. I'm doing weekly lives on IG Live. I'm on Clubhouse. So I'm getting more in the public space again. But it just may look a little different. But if you do want to have, I'm going to be doing snippets. I'm actually headed to Cali next week because I'll be shooting a promo video for a new song that's going to be released by a producer named Centric. I'm the featured artist on the song, and we're shooting the promo stuff next week in Cali. And that should be released, the single itself and the promo, all of that, in this first quarter, sometime, in this winter/spring space. So stay tuned for that. I'll definitely, during these Tuesday Facebook Lives, I'll be playing clippets. Listen to that. Snippets, clips. I'll invite the producer to come join me. I'll be inviting other people to join me during this time as I'm able, as they're able, to just chat and to do some inspiration, because there's just a lot going on right now. And just understand that these things that are happening, don't let it distract you. This is the time to really, really invest in yourself, invest in listening to yourself, unpacking your own beliefs and your own understandings. And if you don't feel like you have good access to that, that's okay. This is the time to get to journal, to create ritual, to create spaces of your own definition of joy, and to really, be healthy physically and mentally and spiritually. This is the time. This is the time. This is a special, extraordinary time that if you are stepping into your purpose, it's like magic right now. If you are not, if you are avoiding that, if you're still fearful of that, I'm just going to be honest. I think that you're going to feel a lot of resistance. But if you're willing to dream and willing to begin to think, can I see myself actually actualizing these things? This is probably one of the most beautiful, amazing times to do it. So I just want to each Tuesday send some light. I'll be back again next Tuesday. Michael, you said sanctuary and solitude. Yes, and yes. And so I did say this before, but I just want to remind you, I am going to be doing some listening events with my Patreon community where they'll actually be able to hear the full new music first. So if you want to be a part of that, that's just $5 a month to access that, plus some other goodies. So go to patreon.com/KenyaMJmusic. But if you're just chilling on Facebook, just want to chill by, that's fine. And I am on Spotify, all the goods. There's a lot of Kenyas out here in the music land. I always tell people, put Kenya My Own Skin, and then you'll see a bunch of things come up for me, because there's a lot of other Kenyas playing music. So I appreciate all the feedback, everybody, and enjoy your evening. And yeah, you can go back and listen to this again, because that way you can hear the song. But I would really, really love for you to go directly to my website so you can check it out, the goods. So I'll see you next week. You guys be good. Take care. All right. Bye.